moral of the story is that the fourth wife is our body. We like decorate it with nice jewelry, nice clothing, but in the end, it can't follow us to the afterlife. The third wife represents our positions. Yeah, our positions. We spend so much time to gather positions, but in the end, it can't follow us to the afterlife. It can be given to other people and divided just like the third wife said. I'm going to remarry when you die. The second wife represents our friends and our family. We trust them and they're always there for us in times of needs. But the farthest they can follow us is to our funeral and send us off. The first wife, the first wife represents our soul. Once upon a time, there was a king with 4 wives. One day, the king got sick and was on his deathbed. Afraid of being in the afterlife alone, he asked his fourth wife, which he loved the most, and bought her diamonds and gold and elegant clothing. He asked, "Would you die with me and go with me to the afterlife?" The fourth wife replied, "I'm sorry, I can't do that," and walked away. He also loved his third wife and was proud he would always show her to the neighboring kingdoms. So he called on his third wife and asked, "Would you accompany me into the afterlife?" The third wife replied, "I love my life too much, and I'm sorry I cannot go with you. And when you die, I'm going to remarry." His second wife has always been there for him in his times of need. So the king asked her, "Would you accompany me into the afterlife?" The second wife then replied, "I'm sorry, I can't help you out this time. But the thing I can do is arrange your funeral, and I will be there for your funeral." The voice called out and said, "I live with you, and I follow you wherever you go, even in the afterlife." And the king looked, and it was his first wife. But this was the wife that he took care of the least. He felt embarrassed and said, "I'm sorry. I should have taken more care of you and given you more attention when I was alive." The moral of the story is that the fourth wife is our body. We like decorate it with nice jewelry, nice clothing, but in the end, it can't follow us to the afterlife. The third wife represents our positions. Yeah, our positions. We spend so much time to gather positions, but in the end, it can't follow us to the afterlife. It can be given to other people and divided just like the third wife said. I'm going to remarry when you die. The second wife represents our friends and our family. We trust them and they're always there for us in times of needs. But For the protest, the king followers is to our funeral and send us off. The first wife, the first wife represents our soul. The first wife represents our soul. We usually neglect taking care of our soul, but that is the thing that will follow us to the afterlife. Care for your body, keep it healthy, enjoy your possessions and the comfort they provide. Cherish your friends, our family, and the love that they provide. But don't forget taking care of your soul. Take time to be alone. Take time to pray. Take time to meditate. Because it is the source of all of your life and your most faithful friends. I hope this story will help you or someone that you love.